of celebration. Cue the air horns. There we go. Yes, today the Washington Commanders announced that Dan Snyder has hired Bank of America to start the process of selling the team.
I'm happy. It's definitely a sign of relief.
It's a beautiful day in D.C. area.
So I think it's a great idea. I think it's time to bring a new leader in.
Time for him to go. Been too much going on down there.
It is not April 1st. This is really happening. And judging by social media, people are very happy over the news. And it wasn't just me. This tweet from Not Robert Griffin reads, "Me escorting Snyder's private jet out of Dulles after the sale is complete." Just yesterday, I joked that Taylor Swift opting not to perform at FedEx Field on her upcoming tour would take down Dan Snyder. You know, it's one thing to embarrass the entire National Football League, but angering the Swifties? You better count your days, Dan. A pumpkin spice army is coming for you. When I said count your days, I didn't know it would take one day. Hey, nice work, Tay-Tay. That was swift indeed. Y'all gonna get these dad jokes, because I'm that happy. To those of you who don't watch football, by the way, or those new to the area, there's a simple reason why DC is this overjoyed about this. Dan Snyder's the most trash owner in all of team sports, and he has been for a very long time. The team has only made 6 playoff appearances in the 23 years since he bought it in 1999. Now, it'd be one thing if his bad ownership only affected the on-field product, but this dumpster fire of a tenure stunk up every corner of this once proud franchise. Snyder refused to change the name from a Native American slur until corporate sponsors threatened to jump ship in July of 2020. Then, a mere 3 days later, the Washington Post reported that 15 women formerly employed by the team claimed that they were sexually harassed during their time working there. The report said Snyder was personally involved in some of the incidents of harassment. It got to the point where Congress had to jump in and pressure Snyder to testify. And just about an hour before we went to air, ESPN just dropped a report saying a Virginia federal court is now investigating the team for financial improprieties. This is just the last couple of years. I could go into more detail, but I'd need a whole nother week of airtime. Now, according to bookies.com, Jeff Bezos, Mark Lerner, and Steve Ballmer are all favorites to buy the team. And yes, people are placing bets on it, just like everything else. And yes, that's where I'll be going as soon as I leave the studio. Getting rid of Dan Snyder feels like a 4th Super Bowl win, or so I'm told. Our last one happened when the first George Bush was president. But once Snyder sells the team, I'll finally be able to say this with a straight face. Maybe next year is our year. It's expected to sell for billions. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. How much for one football, Bank of America?